Hello. So, Smokey from the Bullion Bugs room wrote me a note to say that I should continue making the history videos. Actually, it's been my intention all along, but this time of year can get a little hectic, and I had a root canal, and anyway. As requested, here's a short video on the history of the City of London, which is actually the corporation of the City of London. So, as many of you probably already know, London was essentially founded by the Romans around the time of Christ. And the Romans are well known for their engineering feats, but suffice to say that there were the originators of the walls to London proper. Indeed, almost all of the gates to the city today were in fact originally built by those Romans. And as the empire in Rome slowly withered on the vine, so to speak, it came to an end in England, and London soon fell upon hard times. With the Saxon and Viking raids and settlement right up through the 8th century, which in turn led to, as I mentioned before, settlement of the lands in the 10th century, London slowly changed its overall makeup and its population took on more of an independent mindset. In fact, London was actually a Danish city and subject to Danish law or Danelaw in the 9th century, specifically 871 AD, and again later in 1016. And this factors greatly into the subsequent Norman invasion and the Battle of Hastings in 1066. So Danelaw is basically a negotiation between English and Danish immigrants that settled a peace. It was judicial compensation, some rules of trade, independence of counties, but the Danelaw actually is a subject unto itself. Perhaps I'll make a video on that as well. So this whole thing dovetails nicely into the previous video I made on church law, individual rights, and the formation of feudal systems in England. Thus, as the Danes and the Vikings progressively came more as settlers than raiders, London regained its trading significance and in fact came to be run by a series of guilds, and these guilds appointed the mayors of the City of London. Later, these guilds became known as liveries, and there are currently 108 such liveries in the City of London, with such names as the Worshipful Company of Musicians, or the Worshipful Company of Basket Makers, or Distillers. Look it up, they're still there even today. The mayor, therefore, was in fact the CEO, effectively, of the corporation of the City of London, with the aim of promoting the city as the world's leading international financial and business center. The corporation's first recorded royal charter dates from around 1067, when William the Conqueror granted the citizens of London a charter confirming the rights and privileges they had enjoyed since the time of Edward the Confessor. So note the independence of the greater city from the surrounding country and its mix of influences from Roman to Saxon, Dane to Viking, all leading to King Edward granting the central business district of the city special privileges and rights, perhaps as a diplomatic solution to the city changing hands from the former Danish kings Sven and Canute. But things kind of here get really complex, and it delves into an ugly details of the kingship of the England in this period, and that probably warrants another video. So I'll finish this one and make another one hopefully soon to follow.